The most anticipated Bank of Canada decrease just happened, 25 basis points, which equates to 0.25%. Now, who does this impact? It impacts a lot of people in Canada. About 2 million Canadians. 44% of mortgage holders right now in Canada will have their mortgage coming up for renewal in the next 18 months. So this rate decrease could make a difference of Canadians who already own a house to keep their house. So they don't have to move, they don't have to downsize. This decrease could also help Canadians buy their first home. So if you're not yet a homeowner and you're looking to buy a home with the help of a mortgage, this may help you as well. And lastly, this could also help people who are on the verge of a bankruptcy or a consumer proposal, because they're going to be able to maintain their mortgage now. So in the past 12 months, ending March 31st of 2024, consumer insolvencies have actually increased when you compare to the previous 12 months. And again, ending in March 31st, we've increased almost 20%. And this is likely because of the Bank of Canada prime rate being so high and mortgage holders not being used to that mortgage rate. Now, when I bought my very first house in 1998, the rates were actually very typical to what they are now. Mind you, yes, the first house that I purchased was literally $50,000. So a rate of 5% didn't really have that much of an impact. And also, to come up with a down payment, the 5% of 50 grand was $2,500, and I literally split it with my partner. So it was like $1,250 each. So it was very minimal. However, this is what's happening in today's market. We're having this 5 and 6% interest rate, and we're not used to it. So we are seeing a 0.25% decrease, which is good. So the main reason for the cut in interest rate is because we've reached an inflation rate of about 2.7%. Now, ideally, Bank of Canada wants us to be around the 2%. So for the entire year of 2024, it has been anticipated that our inflation rate would be around 3.1%. But so because we've been going down a little bit, the Bank of Canada has said, okay, so we can come down a little bit. So it's a little bit of this teeter-totter, right? To kind of find like the fine balance of when we can make a decrease, right? And that's why we haven't seen a rate decrease in the past 4 years in Canada. So Statistics Canada tracks the CPI, which stands for the Consumer Price Index. And the Consumer Price Index is a basket of goods of approximately 700 goods. And so how the inflation is tracked is if, for example, those 700 goods would cost you $100 in 2023. Now in 2024, those same basket of goods now cost you $102. So you've got an increase of $2, and that's a CPI of an increase of 2%. And that is ideally where the Bank of Canada wants us to be at. And so we all know that in the past couple years, we have had crazy inflation rates, and we have not been sitting at the 2%. And that's why we have not seen any rate cuts for the 4 years. So I hope this information was helpful, and we'll see you in the next video.